Hello, I'm Steve. Welcome to the Patio Heat channel, where we create visual concepts of infrared heating as well as tips for outdoor comfort. Our one-on-one customer support helps you make the best decisions for your application. We strive to earn your business. Visit our patioheat.com website for sales and more information. Now let's get heating. All right, so this is a residential patio, or a gazebo rather, and there's actually two of them. They're a little bit different in configuration as far as their space is concerned. Let's go ahead and look at the overall dimensions first of all. So overall dimensions, you can see here we have at 10'6" by 10'6", and that's center to center on the columns. And then I have 10-foot ceiling height. I have a flat ceiling up here, and the lower section over here on top of the post here is 8 foot. I do have the lights at 6'2" here, 5'3" in this configuration here, and then I have a fan that's about 4 foot in diameter. Over here we have a 13 by 13'4" by 10'6", again center to center on the post, and then also the same height, 8 foot to the top of the post and 10 foot to the ceiling. I have the lights at 5'3" and 6'2", and a 4 foot diameter fan. Just a side note, this is about 11 inches in height at the top of this arch here, and I think that's about it. So this is going to be a little challenging, whether this actually will work or not, and my recommendations may or may not function because of visual aspects and or just the placement. So first of all, I'm going to just go ahead and show you what I came up with at the very beginning, which was maybe placing two 6,000 watt units here. You can see that my clearance below has to be 18 inches from this edge here to the edge of the heater, and then also 18 inches out here. So the fans that I'm going to recommend, if you're going to place a fan in here at all, then the blades need to be non-combustible, meaning that they have to be a metal blade. So this is clearance to the combustibles. So again, this is 18 inches out, and it's actually 36 inches down below the heater. And then the clearance is above the heater itself is 6 inches above when you point a 6,000 watt unit straight down, and 6 inches on all four sides above the heater again. So that's all the way up here. You can see that with the light fixtures, I do have this pushed to the left here a little bit off-centered, and with the light fixtures here, you can see that that might be an issue with regards to the placement of the lighting. So something that may need to be considered. If we move this set of heaters over to the center, which is about 12 inches, then you can see that we are missing the lights itself, but I'm not quite sure the exact diameter or dimensions of the light fixtures themselves. So but in doing so, we kind of lose a little bit of the heat over here on the right. So ideally it'd be nice to be pushed to the right here, and or the outside edge of the furthest from the fireplace, and or maybe just move the furniture in a little bit. Maybe this furniture is going to be a little bit different than I'm showing here. It might be like a couch over here and a couch over here, and so that might be just fine for that type of seating arrangement. But for here, we really need to push this in just slightly here. If I push it in, maybe, well, I'd have to push everything in here for right now, but you can see that right there is a foot, and then you're in that array itself. So any case, that's one option here. Let's go ahead and look over here, see what the option might be over here. So two things is, this is a reclining application. That's why 6,000 watt units may work fine if the arrangement is acceptable up here, and that the fan has got to be, again, a steel blade fan, non-combustible fan. But your seating arrangement over here is different in that you have bar stool seating height. You have a little cook prep center here. So you don't want a 6,000 watt unit at this seating height and or standing height at that 10-foot ceiling height. So what you might want to do here is maybe take some slimline units. Now again, fan blade is the issue here, and what I've done here is taken a 4,000 watt unit, placed it 18 inches away from this edge, and then pointed it straight down. This also you might also want this to be a 3,000 watt slimline unit, just because of the fact that you're sitting rather closely to the heater itself. On this side here, again, the same thing. You probably would want a 3,000 watt unit, maybe a 4,000 watt unit, or if you choose to go with a 4,000, maybe use a control system where you can actually dim it to what comfort area that what area you're comfortable in. So this particular unit here, I have it at 6 inches from the edge of the the wall here. I have it tilted at 30 degrees. Attached it to the ceiling. The reason I attach it to the ceiling, when you mount a unit on the ceiling, you can actually acquire that 30-degree tilt, so you can get a good coverage, on the left side here more than out further to the right. If you mount it on the wall, then it's a 45-degree maximum down angle from straight out, 45 down. So that's why I put it in this configuration. And again, you can see the main issues is with regards to clearances here. So that would be comfortable, I think, in this application here. But let's go back over here and see, maybe there's something else that we can do. We could go with maybe some slim lines over here. What I did here is made sure that I'm 6 inches off the edge of the arch area of the stucco wall here, and again, attach it to the ceiling, and I have it at 15-degree tilt, but I also have to make sure that my clearance is missing the combustible part of this stucco arch here. Now, if this behind this arch it is all steel construction, then it would be non-combustible, and you could actually move it up further. What you see here is I have it at 6 inches further down than the OEM brackets. They do make an extended bracket that's 6 inches long, and it was something like 5 7/8 or something like that I needed, so I went with the 6, and that gave me the clearance that I was looking for. So here, with these units, we are missing the clearance here with regards to the fans, so that was not an issue, but we are also missing the clearances with this arch. That's why I had that dimension earlier here, showing you that I have it at 11 1/8 of an inch. So if it's different than that, that would take some issue with regards to whether we can actually place that there or not. So but this would also be a decent application, and again, we're not hitting the upper torso as much as I'd like to, but again, the seating arrangement might not be exactly what I'm showing here. So let's go ahead and turn off these clearances and then look at maybe one final application. And I just want to go back here to show that this would be really my only true application recommendation for the countertop and bar stool seating area. So back here, we're going to go ahead and try maybe placing a 5,000 watt unit. Now the difference on a 5,000 watt unit, these are 39 inches long, and the 6,000s are 61 1/4, I believe. You have to double check that. But yeah, I have these centered within the span, and again, I have them at 18 inches off the edge here, and same on the left. Again, the fan blades would have to be non-combustible, and also, you can see that we're missing now the lighting fixtures up here, so that might be something that works out a little bit better. Let's go ahead and just turn on the clearances here, you can see, and then the clearances below, we're making all those meet with the exception of the fan blade again. And go ahead and turn that off. Let's look at the footprint of heat. So footprint of heat is fairly decent still. Again, we're not hitting the upper torso of the seating arrangement over here, but I think this is a decent application. We got good coverage from left to right this way, and I think this would be also something ideally. 5,000 watt units, again, you'd probably want to put a control system on that. These are very intense units, so at the minimum you can go with a duplex where you could turn one element on, one element off, and that would be 2 duplexes for a layout like this. So lastly, you probably might consider placing a 5,000 watt over here, but it'd have to be, again, 18 inches off of this edge here, and that would give you good coverage through this area here, but you'd get awfully hot right here in the middle. You'd have 3 overlapping rays. So all right, well, I hope this has helped. If you're looking for some assistance with your outdoor heating application, you'd like us to review your plans, please send your information into designs@patioheat.com. I'm Steve, and please tap that like button if you find this video useful. We don't advertise, we're not monetized. YouTube does not promote our channel in any way unless we receive thumbs up from our viewers, and we truly appreciate that. Thank you. Have an excellent day.